Hey, plumbing bros! Welcome to Potty Talk Live, where we take it into the trenches, the crawl spaces, basements, kitchens, and baths all around this big, beautiful world of ours to talk to plumbing professionals just like you. Hey there, I'm Richard Behney, the $1 Million Plumber, coming at you live from Command Central here in beautiful Indianapolis, Indiana, USA, where I'm wishing you a very happy Labor Day. All right, win the applause. Everyone goes wild. Woo! Happy Labor Day. We are free. We are free. All right, I know. It's kind of silly. I'm just in a silly mood today here. I get such a kick. Hey, the lovely Laura's in the house. Hey, baby, how you doing? Even though she says she's feeling great, she's not. She's a little under the weather today. Hey, but winners don't whine. They get it done. There's no day off. Every day is a holiday. Every day is a holiday for the $1 Million Plumber and the lovely Laura, because we got it done. We get it done because we built our plumbing empire. All right, we built a plumbing empire, and you can too. And every day can be a holiday, a fun day for you too. If you can get your butt out of the truck, I want to help you get your butt out of the truck. So hey, on that note, if you want every day to be a Labor Day holiday for you, all right, no more laboring for you, no more working for the man. All right, become the man, be the man, be the man. That's right, be the man. You the man. Get your you the man butt out of the truck. All right. Or you can just kind of live for that once a year, all right? That once a year where you get a long 3-day holiday, all right? You get your Labor Day holiday. Or in between times, you can go with your hat in your hand, please, Mr. Boss, can I have this day off? Or you can just call in sick. You could lie. You ever do that? No. Did we ever do that? We never. You know what? I know I never did that. Not that. We just said, I ain't coming in. That's what I said. I ain't coming in.
Hey, Joe Schaefer says, be the man. Joe Schaefer is the man.
Joe Schaefer is the man. He's the winning man. That's the man that won Friday night. Won the Spartan Model 700 drain machine. The drain gun. All right, Joe, how you doing, brother? All right, we're going to get your butt out of the truck. Let's talk. All right, let's continue talking. All right, no excuses. You can either be successful or you can have excuses, but you can't have both. All right. So I already said it. All right. Let's get your butt out of the truck. Hey, and if you're looking to get your butt out of the truck, I want to help you get your butt out of the truck. All right. I was able to get my butt out of the truck, and you can too. I put it all down in my free report. Hey, did I hear it? Free. F-R-E-E, free. The 7 must knows to be $1 Million Plumber. All right. You got to know these things. You got to know these things, or your butt's going to be stuck in the truck. If you're lucky. Your butt will be stuck in your own truck if you're lucky, or it's going to be someone else's truck. Okay. But if you want to get your butt out of the truck and have you grow your own plumbing empire, you want to grow this asset to where you don't care if it's Labor Day. You don't care if it's Thanksgiving Day. You don't care if it's Christmas or the 4th of July. Every day is a Labor Day weekend. All right. Every day is Christmas. Every day is the 4th of July. It's a great way to live if you know these things. If you don't, you're going to die, or your butt's going to die. You're a dead man plumbing. Your butt's going to die in the truck. All right. So I made it easy for you. It's free. Simply go to www.themilliondollarplumber.com/7 to get your free report. All right. There we go. I'll put the link in the comments. It's an easy read too. There's pictures. All right. Okay. So no, there's not. I made it for me, So some of the words may be misspelled, but that's okay. You'll get the idea. All right. So there you have it. All right. You don't have to be a great speller to be $1 Million Plumber. So there's hope there. Okay. There's hope for everyone. And we're talking about branding. It's an important thing. I think, sometimes, I love seeing the guys, posting the pictures of your trucks and your kind of stuff. And some of it frankly, it just scares me. It just scares me, because brand is your reputation. Brand is your reputation. That's what it is, So when I mention these companies, what do you think of? Let's talk branding here.
Okay.
All right, let's talk branding. Let's open up our minds. It is Labor Day holiday. We can just kind of free our minds. All right. Everybody's probably had a lot to eat. You probably slept all day. All right. Been watching TV and stuff. Let's just relax. So let's think about when I mention Amazon. What do you think of as far as brand? Amazon. What do you think? I mean, what's that represent to you? When I mention Apple, it has a distinct feeling. Okay. It means something. There's some kind of reputation there. If I mention McDonald's or Disney or Nike or Hitler, it has a certain, there's something to it. If I mention Republican or if I mention Democrat, all right, okay, everything has a brand, whether you like it or not, whether we like it or not. We do judge a book by its cover, which is so crazy. I mean, but we do judge a book by its cover. There we go. What do we have here? There we go. A+ Plumbing. Yeah, with the guy on the toilet. What do you think about that brand? I'm not a fan. I mean, are you a fan? I mean, as a customer, I know that's funny. I know as guys, we get it. We laugh. Have a couple, shots of tequila in us, maybe some wings or whatever, and we see that, and isn't that funny? But what do you think that says, pulling up to someone's house? What do you think Mrs. Jones thinks? There's a brand. I know what we think. I think it's cute and fun. I get it. But what do you think that's telling Mrs. Jones? I see these trucks, the guys have like skulls and stuff on their trucks. It's like you got skulls or it's just, it's some weird design or something, or, just all different kinds of things. Or there's no brand, it's kind of take me as I am, take me as I am brand. They just got to take me as I am, because that's the way I am. That's just the way I am. All right. Your brand is everything, not just the truck stuff, but it's how you dress. Okay. It's how we dress. It's how we speak. It's how we speak on the phone. It's how we park in the driveway. It's how we do our work. It's how we communicate to the customer when we don't communicate with the customer. All these things are brand. It's the paper that we're writing on. It's our hands. Okay. Everything, whether we're clean or not, my nails, that kind of stuff. Right. Everything is a brand. The customer is making a decision. So I there's all kinds of stuff you can go on branding. Branding is extremely important for you cats out there that are actually, have your own plumbing business and you're wondering what's going on here. Oh, there we go. There's a nice brand. That's one of our guys. I'm gonna claim this one.
I know, but
they're not gonna. I can't take credit for it. I'll take credit for the guy with this couple here. It's a plumbing power couple. We love our plumbing power couples. I love all, but there's a great there we go. That's a brand that has emotion there. Okay, but that kind of leads into a few things we're talking about. There's so much we can go over on brand, and it's really not rocket science, but there's some things you can look at when you're considering doing this. So I kind of just, we don't have all night here, but just kind of give you 3 things to think about on brand. Okay. Number one, consider the customer. Okay. Consider who your customer is. All right. Like you had the one up there with the the guy in the toilet. Now your home builders, new construction, even your commercial guys, they probably don't care. You're doing maintenance. You're in that low dollar maintenance, new construction. Even if you're building $1 million homes, it's still as a plumber, you're the low dollar, and that's what those businesses all about. Or you're doing insurance, that kind of stuff. Those kind of customers don't care. They're not going to care on what things look like. However, on your service side of things, Mrs. Jones is going to care. Okay, Mrs. Jones is going to care. So what you think that Mrs. Jones is going to feel more confident about? The guy pulling up. Now I'm going to say it doesn't matter how good the plumbing is. I'm not asking about who's a better plumber. And by the way, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Plumbing doesn't matter. Okay, of course you got to be good at plumbing. It's like the guys that when they score a touchdown and do all the dance and jiving around and all that kind of stuff. Well, that's what you're paid to do. All right, you can have a little happy moment. But don't, it's like what plumbing. So you're paid to do that. You're expected to know plumbing. Professional plumbers know plumbing.
Right.
All right. But with the truck, there we go. That's a nice one. Look at that. See, there's a feel about that.
Yep.
And that's going to lead into something else here. We're going to keep these things in mind.
Sure.
But what do you think Mrs. Jones thinks about? What's it saying with the guy that's sitting on, the toilet? That's so funny. It's so funny. The guy is like, they did the vinyl and it's like he's sitting on a toilet. It's so funny. It's so funny. Or the other one, it drives up, the plumbs up thing. Which one do you think Mrs. Jones likes? Okay. All right, Joe. Not sure I want them around my kids or in my home. You're exactly right. That's exactly what they're thinking. Okay. It's not about plumbing. Now, it may be fair. It doesn't matter if it's fair or unfair, but you got to consider your customer. Okay. So that's a very important thing to do. Number 2, make it memorable. It has to be memorable. You pull that, now granted, the guy sitting on a toilet is memorable, but it's not the right kind of memorable. All right. Hitler was memorable, but not the right kind of memorable. Okay. Jeffrey Dahmer was memorable, but the not right kind of memorable. Okay. It's what it is. It's you think, well, it's funny. It's shocking. I'm working with some guys here and their name of their company. It's like, it's memorable, but it's not the right kind of memorable. Okay. But you want to be memorable because you do need to cut through the noise. There's a lot of companies out there, and what is it that a goldfish's attention span is like 6 seconds, and ours is like 4. Yeah, humans. I mean, literally. I mean, it's like a goldfish now have a more of an attention span than humans do. We have so much stuff out there. Okay, so it needs to be memorable. It needs to cut through the noise, cut through the clutter. So, so something to think about too. A lot of guys use their name. Joe Blow Plumbing. We get that. But is that memorable? All right. Does that have any kind of feeling? Like with the plumbs up and these other ones. And what's I can't see those now.
Good Guy Plumbing. Good
Guy Plumbing. I mean, it just look at that. It just look at that. It just feels happy and good. Good guy. And so
that is one big billboard driving down the street.
That is a big billboard driving down the street saying good guy. Right. And that's attractive. When people are driving the board, we're going to work, driving to work, that's going to attract attention. That is so important. Okay. And then when you do attract that attention, that's the most expensive thing to get is attract attention. Okay. That's what we want to pay for. But so you want to attract good attention. So when you get their attention, get our customers' attention, do they feel good about it? Or does it like they see Joe Blow Plumbing? You don't even get past plumbing. It doesn't enter in here. It doesn't mean anything. And if it does, I know that we think we have a good name in our community. They like me, Joe Blow. My customers like me. Yeah, they like me when I'm there, but it's not memorable when we're trying to build an audience to attract and to get in people's heads. Okay. When they hear just Joe Blow Plumbing, they think, oh, I'm a butt crack plumber. I'm just, how plumbers are and how plumbers look and that kind of a thing. The other things we're looking at, like Good Guys Plumbing and all that doesn't look like plumbing. It feels good. So you got Mrs. Jones who just wants to get her day back. If you're dealing with residential service. Okay. And by the way, that's where the money's at. That's where things at. If you want to build a business, that's where you can build your business. I get the crack of doing new construction and commercial, that kind of stuff, but it's crack. All right. A lot of money. You can see a lot of money, but they're holding out on your money. Is when things change, go up and down, you just lose your butt. All right. Don't get stuck on that crack. You want to get into service. There's plenty of work, but you got to play the game right. That's why you need my 7 must knows. All right. So get it. www.themilliondollarplumber.com/7. Because, right. You got to know, got the scroller. All right. Because you got to have that. You got to know these things. You got to be in residential service. But you got to make it memorable, okay? And so part of that brand, that we're talking about the logo stuff, but you also need to make your service memorable, okay? That's part of your brand, okay? On how every part of your service. So when the customer calls your phone, so when they call you up, I call the guy, sweetheart, I got to say this. I called. So a guy, with the coaching, I had someone who wants to do coaching, wants that, reached out to me. And so he He said, set up an appointment, everything. You go through the process there. You have a chance, you can set up time, talk with me, and we see if we're up for coaching. And so really partly it's an interview process. Okay. I'm interviewing you. I don't take everybody on. Needless to say, I didn't take this guy on, nor am I, because when he answered the phone, he said, what do you want? What?
That had to do his personal cell.
No, it was his business line. What do you want? And I said, what do you want? And I just made him mad or whatever. Well, so we talked it through, but finally found out, oh, Richard, I didn't want to talk to you. Well, it's too late. I said, how do you know I wasn't a customer? Well, I always get these internet marketing calls and all that. He went through that. So what if I was a customer? All right. And so that's a memorable service. Okay. That was very memorable. All right. But he's never going to get a call back. And he's wondering, part of why he's reaching out, that he can't grow his business. Well, maybe that's a hint right there. All right. So he didn't I kind of messed with it, but he didn't feel, anyways. So it's all from the time you answer your phone. So even when you're answering the phone, so, one of the things we work with our guys, first of all, when we're working with guys, is getting them off the phone themselves. The owners, the last place, if the owner's on the phone, it's a bad thing because guys, you suck. Okay. You suck at answering the phones. You're great plumbers, but you suck at answering the phones. Because first of all, you don't know what it's about. And you're easily drawn in because you know the answers. Okay. So when they ask, how much or what's it take or whatever, then you wind up talking about it and you talk them right out of it. Okay. Even if they have to come you out, they just have you come out. You've talked them out of it. You're losing calls left and right. So that's one of the first things we work at is getting you off the phone because you suck. I sucked. Okay. In fact, when we had the women in the office, and it's great to have the women answering the phones because it's empathetic. All right. And we won't go into that here. That's for another one. Another one. But they'd kick me out of the office. Didn't want me anywhere near that kind of a thing because we screw things up. Okay. So, so how you answer the phones to how you call before you get there. When you arrive, how you park. All right. How you take your tools out of the truck. How you walk up to the door. All right. How do you greet the customer at the door? How you listen to the customer. All right. How you look. All right. How you look. It's very, very memorable. Okay. They don't care whether you were just on a sewer job. All right. They don't have to take you as you are. All right. They're right. And so all the way through doing the work, and even how do you have your work environment? They're judging you on whether or not you're a good plumber, on whether or not your tools are clean and whether your environment's clean. When you do the paperwork, all right, whether you're doing it on a tablet or how you're organized from how you close everything out. Right, exactly. Are you organized? As lovely Laura says, you're pulling stuff out of your, guys do all this kind of stuff. All this crazy stuff. You think, well, that's just how it is. I can't find good help. This is what I got to do. I'm juggling all the balls. Well, it's because, anyways, won't go down that. All right. Because you're taking too many Labor Days. All right. You're worried about Labor Day instead of working on your brand and working on your business and creating this asset so every day can be a holiday. Every day can be a holiday. So you need to make it memorable. So so for building your brand, just a couple things. First of all, you got to consider your customer, who your customer is. Number 2, make it memorable. And finally, 3, and I kind of hit this one. This is an important one and kind of touch on it, but everything matters. Everything matters. We just said that. Everything matters, from how, what colors your brand is, how it looks, every piece of paper that you hand out, how your uniform looks, how you speak, when you speak, who you speak to. All right. How you do the work, how you position yourself with the work. All right. How you collect, how you leave, how you follow up. I'm sorry. The Lord just gave me, hey, I'm kind of crashing here. I'm just thinking of all the different, there's so much there. And I'm afraid I'm scaring guys here where they're thinking, no, I'm going to stay in new construction because it's just easy having someone tell me what to do and go over here and drill some holes and solder pipes and run some PVC, All right. Hey, I'm making a good living. I got some houses here, I'm making about 50 grand a year, and I get the Labor Day off. Isn't that what we get? All right. Okay. All right. I got the look from the lovely Laura, like I'm going off the deep end. Am I going off the deep end? All right. hey, it's just, I see this stuff all the time. And for you guys, there's no reason for it. I just want you just make some changes here. And, you're sitting on a gold mine. If you just, I just want you to realize, I want you to find your gold. All right. Your gold in your mountainside. And so brand is a very important thing. So there you have it. Any questions? What? Hey, Danny Veal, how you doing, brother? Train your guys in the 14 steps. Arrive to the flyers on doors. Arrival to the flyers on doors. There we go, Danny. That's right. You keep the guys doing it, and if they don't do it, you shoot them. Okay, that's right. I can remember the time we had with the flyers. What happens? We go out. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, we pulled them out, shot them. Execution style. Hey, personal, it's business, because all the flyers were in the bottom, on the passenger side in the floor bed of the truck. So it does happen, but that's part of your brand, and you as the owner of the business are the brand. So you're going to have to, if you don't do it, no one else is going to do it. I talk to guys all the time. They say we can't find good guys, and I one of the first questions I'll ask is, why would anyone want to work for you? It's what do you have to offer? What is it all about? But it's also, we attract what we are. Okay. So if you're getting garbage, maybe we're looking like or behaving like garbage. Okay. We get what we are. Okay. What we are, we attract. So you want good guys. You want good guys that are sharp and that are good with customers and will do a good job. Then you got to be sharp and be good with customers. Not just because you say you can sell, all right, but you got to be sharp, have systems in place. You got to be the brand. You got to be that quality. If you want quality guys, you got to be quality. And we're not talking plumbing. That's the thing here. Okay, Potty Talk Live ain't about plumbing. It's about the plumbing business. If you want to be successful, you want to create this this business, all right, this brand that becomes an asset that creates this wealth for you and your family, to create this life that you really desire. All right. Some of you, I talk with some of you, and I talked with a fellow today, and he goes, I'm afraid. Sometimes I think maybe I'm too old. Well, if you think you're too old, you're too old. All right. You think the time's past you, the time's past you. But it doesn't have to be that way. It can be. You're sitting on a gold mine. You're sitting on a gold mine if you're willing to take, some direction and make some changes here. All right. And one of them is, don't think about it. It's not about plumbing, and also brand. Branding is important. You just can't say plumbing anymore. You just can't say, Jeter's Plumbing, something on Mayberry, whatever, Jeter's Plumbing or something, Okay. Who's a plumber? He did everything. Yeah. You just can't do that anymore. It just isn't that world any longer. Okay. It just isn't. So you got to take this stuff seriously. And if you do, hey, you can win. So there you have it. Okay. All right. I think I just did with branding. Hey, if you'd like some help on that kind of stuff, hey, that's what we're here for. All right. I'd like to help you. If you want help, okay, if you're ready to win, if you want help, and again, I say it, you can make money, you can be successful, you can have the plumbing business that you desire, that you dream of, or you can have excuses. You can't have both. Okay, so you can't have the excuse like, I don't think I can do it, or I can't do that, or I'm afraid. That's what a lot of it comes down to, is most guys just aren't, they're afraid that they won't be able to do the work, okay, or do it. Look, I can tell you this, if I did it, you can do it, but you have to want to do it, okay? You have to want to be successful and want to be able to create this asset, okay, this wealth for you and your family, more than the comfort of wanting to work for a 3-day weekend, okay? And it may sound a little crazy. Well, of course, I take the money, all right? But no, are you willing to make some changes, all right, to invest in yourself, and invest in your family, to create this life for you and your family, more than you want just for the comfort of knowing that, well, I can go to the shop and I know I got this builder, and I get long weekends, and and I got a pool. I got a pool out here, and life's not that bad. Okay. You got to decide what you want more. If you truly want to create this business for yourself, I really want to help you. I thought I'd be out of plumbing. We've been doing this for 30 years. The lovely Laura and I grew our business. I think you've heard the story. Started with nothing, beat her truck, made it all the way through. We survived, grew something great. All right, sold it. I thought we were done with plumbing and plumbers. We were out of here. Adios. But we love plumbing and plumbers. And so we want to help, and we want to make sure that the plumbing industry has been very good to us, and we want to support it. And we want to help plumbers who want to help themselves, not whiners, guys that want to be winners. Okay, no whiners. Okay, but we want to help winners. So if you're a winner and you want to win and you want to be successful, love to talk with you. Simply go to www.themilliondollarplumber.com/coach. Okay.
What they could also do?
What else could they do, lovely Laura?
Also type, I'm ready.
I'm ready. Okay, you can do that. Or type I'm ready in the comments, and I'll reach out to you. So you can do that as well. So a couple options there. If you go to the website, you can get more information, and you can also schedule your own free consultation with me. We'll just have a conversation. Nothing scary, but we can find out if you're really wanting to do this. Okay, and we can get more information there. I'd love to talk with you. At a minimum, I love talking with guys, and really. Again, if I did it and I could do it, and I did it and I could do it, you can do it. All right. You can get it done if you want to. All right. There's plenty of work out there. Don't believe the lies. All right. There's plenty of work. There's plenty of good guys. There are plenty of good guys. Stop hanging around the guys. They're saying there's not enough guys. All right. Take a look at yourself. Again, you got to ask. I had to do it myself. Why would anyone work for me? What am I attracting? Okay. You got to do the same thing. All right. You got to ask yourself, why would anyone want to work for you? And what are you attracting? If you're attracting a certain kind of person, there's a reason for that. Okay. So you got to ask those questions. I'd love to help you, walk you through that. We'll go through everything through pricing, flat rate, building a flat rate pricing book for yourself, all the systems, everything that you can put in play so that you can become the size of company that you want to be. I mean, all these things, you can go from being a 5-truck company, 10-truck company, 20-truck company. It's whatever you'd want to do, but you got to know these things. All right. So there you have it. All right. A great session on branding. You got any questions, lovely Lord? You got any questions on branding? No, we do not. We've been all around this kind of thing. All right. Hey, also with the coaching part of the thing, we have someone coming part of the coaching. Our coaching clients are also part of the mastermind group. And the mastermind group's a very powerful thing. And so that meets twice a month, and these are video conferences. They're like workshops, okay? So we're working on business problems, plumbing business problems, and all these guys and gals are in the same boat, building a business just like you. So you're with the right people, okay? So we're a group of people that are looking just like you to build their plumbing empire, all right? But they're not your competition, so you can't discuss these kinds of things down at Supply House or with your buddies. Okay, or your guys, other companies are your friends because they're your competition. All right, they're not going to show you their playbook. They're not going to give you all the insight. Okay, you can't, you just can't. It just isn't how it works. But in this environment, you can. We also bring in industry experts and leaders, and so we got a branding expert that's coming on. And so it's good stuff there. You get a lot of information. This is how you learn this stuff, and then all of a sudden you'll see your company go just like that. Okay. In fact, it happens so much that with my clients, all right, with my coaching, we haven't paying my fee within 60 days. We got to set up, you're making your money with my fee. I think worst case guys are making it up in a week. Most of the guys are doing it like within a day. All right. That data. So it means the other days they're making that money. Does that make sense? All right. And that's right. And I offer a 90-day no risk guarantee. There's no risk. All right. I'm not looking to take your money. If it didn't work for you, give your money back. I haven't given any money back, not yet, so for the guys that do it, that's why it's so simple. All right. It's so simple. It didn't say it was easy. It said it was simple. All right. You got to do it. So there you have it. All right. So gave you some options there. So, all right, there we go. That's branding.
Tomorrow night, selling it easy.
Tomorrow night, join us 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for selling another episode, Potty Talk Live episode of Selling Made Easy. Chris Fresh, CF, will be back in the house, and we're going to be talking how to make selling more easy. Selling Made Easy. I think we're talking this with trust. Yep. Customer trust, which is extremely important. Brand plays a part in that, but customer trust. So join us tomorrow night. Be part of the live social audience. Get your questions answered or whatever. You can put them in the comments. All right. So we'll see you tomorrow night on Potty Talk Live, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for a Selling Made Easy episode of Potty Talk Live. Hey, if you'd like to be on Potty Talk Live, all right, we'd love to hear your story. Get your story out to the plumbing world. You can go to www.pottytalklive.com. All right, scroll on down to the Be My Guest button. And I think put in a couple, your name and that kind of stuff. Hey, the only criteria, you got to be a plumber. All right. All right. You don't have to own your own plumbing business. Love to hear from plumbing business owners, because we all draw, strength from that and interest, and we can relate to that. Hey, but you're guy in the truck, we want to hear. Everyone has nuggets of gold to share. Okay. So we talk to guys that have 35 years of experience, the guys just starting out. So if you're somewhere in between, all right, let's hear from you. So there you go. We'd love to have you on. All right. I think that about wraps up this episode of Potty Talk Live. Hey, but before I let you go, as always, I want to remind you that you were purposefully and wonderfully created. All right. And you were created to do great things. You were created to do great things. Help me help you. Okay. Do great things. So when you're out there, as always, plumb like a champion.